Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Fani Nordia here, and welcome to another one of my Facebook videos. So today we're talking about how to sell your services as an accountant. So first of all, we help overworked accountants that's constantly struggling with marketing and sales to get more of a constant stream of new clients. So today we're talking about how to sell your services. Now this is one of our specialities, so you need to pay some attention. We're going to take you through the entire process of exactly how you sell your services. Well, the first thing is you don't sell your services. You need to sell futures. Now, what exactly does this mean? Well, thinking about, if I just say I do accounting services, I do tax services. Well, first of all, most people don't even know what that means, and it doesn't know what sort of return on investment it gets, doesn't know what sort of results it gets or what sort of problems it solves, because not everybody understands your industry or your services that well that you can just say, well, let's do some accounting services. Well, most people don't have financial sense to understand what exactly this means. So you want to sell them their futures. Now, this is all based on the thing that I talk so much about, is that every single person on planet Earth have a current situation where they are now, and every single person has a desired situation where they want to be going. So this is what we're going to do, is we're going to take our prospect that we have on the phone, we basically take them on a journey through their mind of where exactly they are now to where they want to be going. So the first thing you need to do is you need to clearly define their current situation. Now, this could be absolutely anything. This could be, how much turnover they make, how many employees do they do, what exactly are they doing at the moment, what services do they sell, what sort of supply lines they use. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on what exactly where they are now. And the things that you really need to define clearly and make them understand is their current problems and pains. Well, most people know what their problems and pains are, so they will easily talk about this and go into very depth, a lot of detail, because everybody just loves to complain. So this is the first thing that you need to do. You need to clearly define this and make sure you understand this very well. Well, once you've defined this, the next step is to clearly define their desired situation. Well, what does this look like? Well, let them imagine their ideal situation, meaning how much turnover they make, how much money do they make above when the problems are solved, where they really want to be going. Do they want to take some time off? Do they want to let the business run itself? Do they want to automate financials that they don't need to sit with all that admin? Now, what exactly does their ideal situation look like? What in an ideal world would their future be like? Okay, so now you have two poles, and it's supposed to be quite a distance away from each other. So even if they're not aiming high enough, you can convince them to aim even higher. That distance between their current situation and desired situation are so far apart that it basically seems impossible to get there, because it's such an ideal to get there. Well, the next step is to structure your pitch, what you can do for them as the bridge between where they are now to where they want to be going. So that means you just build that bridge with what you can offer them. You don't need to give them details about your services. No, you just need to explain to them the process that you're going to do, and you're going to solve all their current problems and pains that you can solve for them, and what sort of results are you going to get them. What are going to happen when you implement everything that you're going to do, all your processes, and where they're going to get. And you need to structure this according to what they said in that exact same phone call. So if they're saying, I have these 3 problems, you pitch them, well, we solve those 3 problems with this process. We want to get there. I have clients that are already gotten there, or this is what this process is going to get you those sort of results. And this is basically a high level of how to think about your services, how to think about how to structure it as well, because why would you offer services for someone that doesn't need them? So you just want to offer the pitch and the services that's going to get them from where they are now to where they want to be going. So let's take for example, you're on a phone call and I have someone on the phone and they say, okay, well, of cash flow problems, and it's costing me basically like 20,000 a month or 20,000 a year, doesn't really matter. Let's say 20,000 a month, and they're saying, oh well, this is just giving me so much emotional stress because I don't know if there's going to be enough money, and then sometimes employees don't get paid on time because there's cash flow problems, and then their morale is low and the productivity is low as well because they don't get paid well or on time. And this is a bunch of problems they have at this moment. Now you're thinking about, okay, I can solve the cash flow problem. That means the emotional stress is going to go away, the employee's morale is going to go up, the productivity is also going to go up, everything's going to go up if I solve that one problem. Okay, and then they also tell you, okay, well, I would like to get, this is now the desired situation, right? So I want to get like 1 million turnover. I don't want financial crises in my business. I want my money that I make also to make some money. I want employees that's capable enough to run the business that I can take some time off as the owner. So another thing is, okay, well, I don't want to sit with all this admin. It's just taking all of my time. So I want to automate most of the admin, like the financials and everything like that. You're thinking, well, that's a lot of things that I can actually do for you because I can implement systems and cloud accounting and stuff that can automate your financials. I can provide some training on the cash flow and how to run the business for your employees. And if you can't do that, you can't do that. But don't pitch something you cannot do. So solve everything that you can. And then basically you just build that bridge. You say, well, we specialize in getting people those results and solving those specific problems like the cash flow problems, and we implement our processes in your business. And this is exactly what we do, and this is the sort of results that we get. So, well, there's only one logical thing for that person in his head is like, well, basically you solve all my problems and get me what I want, so the only logical thing is to work with you. And now the thing is, well, how much am I going to have to pay for this? Well, if you did the calculation in that phone call, that means that you can get them to see the value of what you can offer them. Them currently making minus 20,000 a month, well, that's minus 20,000. That means it's a 20,000 value that you're getting. How much value is it to take some time off and to automate the financials, implement all those things that are going to save them some time? Well, that's another calculation. But how much are their profit going to grow? How much is the business going to grow if the profitability and the productivity goes up? Well, that's another thing. Let's say, for example, you can get another 30,000 Rand value in that. That means eventually you get like 50,000 worth of value just by working with you. So if you can explain that to the person, he's going to think, well, if I'm going to get 50,000 Rands value, I'm probably going to pay a premium for this. So then if you charge them 15 or 20,000 for that amount of value, they're going to understand and see the value that you're going to offer for them. So that's, you want them to make a decision on the call because he went through that entire journey on that call, meaning that he's ready to buy now. So if you're going to say, well, I'm going to send a proposal next week and I'm going to send you everything, some more information over email and everything, the guy's going to forget his mental state that he's currently in. You want to close the deal on the phone call that he still feels like this is the only logical thing is to work with you. So the guy's going to say, well, how am I going to work with you? Then you say, well, you're going to pay me a deposit or you're going to pay me so much up front. And then right now we're going to schedule a kickoff call that we can start the process immediately. That's as easy as that. The guy needs to pay immediately. As soon as that money is in the bank, you have the kickoff call and you start implementing the process. Very professional, very easy to get that money up front because at the end of the day, you want that. You don't want to offer services and provide services where you're not getting paid. And also, if the guy is going to have to take a month to make that decision, he's completely already forgotten about where he wants to be going, where he's now. He's just thinking about the price. You say, oh man, this is just so much. But as soon as he has that in his mind already, taken through that entire process to think, okay, great, I really need to do this because I really want this. Well, then he wants to make a decision. Let him make that decision on the call. So that's basically what we're going to do with our sales is just take him through that process and get the answer as quickly as possible that you don't waste time chasing down prospects. So thank you everybody. I really hope this created some value for you. Give us a like or a share if this created some value. Otherwise, if you want to schedule a call with us, this is exactly what we do as well. We take you through where you are now, where do you want to be going, and we see how exactly we can get you there. So schedule a call with us below. It's a free consultation. It's going to take about 30 minutes. So just schedule a consultation. Want to want some extra information. Otherwise, thank you everybody and enjoy the rest of your week.